Boarding in progress.
Jay?
Hey, thanks very much. And Raufeon, obviously a big fight this weekend, top of the card, title defense as the interim champ here, and a guy who's very vocal and maybe more so than I think a lot of guys you might have faced. Do you try to replicate that in training? Any training partners doing some chit chat with you?
I mean, we talk all the time in training. So yeah, it's nothing different than we've been doing, you know. Yeah, we like to talk. I feel like I got a chippy group of training partners. Adrian Yanez, Cameron Smotherman, Jacob Silva. So we do a lot of talking regardless.
Good stuff. And when you have a guy who, whether he believes it or not, he's outwardly this disrespectful, does it get under your skin at all? Has he crossed any lines, or you just kind of, water off a duck's back and it doesn't bother you?
I mean, it doesn't bother me. I would like welcome it. As far as like it getting under my skin, I know it's all a facade. Like the things he said, I want to kill you, I want to bash your face in. You've never shown any indicator that you're even capable of that. So like none of that stuff like means nothing to me, you know. You got when we step in there, you gotta impose your will on me, and I just don't see that happening.
And you touched on the talk of stoppages there. I mean, in comparison to other opponents, and I say this knowing that the next fight is always the toughest one, how does he match up with some of the guys you've been in there with?
As far as the fight, I feel like this is an interlude for the like the tournament. I don't feel like this fight will be competitive. I feel like I beat the shit out of him. And that's just given my skill set and the opponents he's faced, opponents I face. I just don't see him being successful.
And last one for me, obviously the other side of the bracket is something you're going to have your eye on, Patchy Mix, Magomed Magomedov. What's your take in that one? Who's coming out the winner?
Man, I keep going back and forth. I'm edging right now. I'm edging Patchy Mix right now, but that's probably more of me wanting to fight Patchy Mix because I haven't fought him before, and I want to clean out the division.
I love the energy. Best of luck this Friday.
Dylan Rush?
Super Stots, still in rush. The world wants to know, will you attempt to right your wrongs and go for another backflip if you were to emerge victorious on Friday night?
Ah, man, Josh Thompson asked me not to, but if I get the knockout like I want, I don't think it's nothing stopping me. My body might take control of itself, so probably.
And I hate to say it, Raufeon, but it's been a tough year for mixed martial artists of Nigerian descent. Usman losing his belt in August, Israel Adesanya last month. How much of a role does your heritage play in your motivation to be the best?
My motivation is, or that's huge. My national or my heritage in Nigeria, because ultimately I want to inspire people to look like me, and people of Nigerian descent, look like me, and I know they're watching. I know they're rooting for me. I know they're invested in me. So that means a lot to me.
And lastly, speaking of motivation, in our interview last week, you spoke to me about Detroit Dust Dale Brown and how he's rocking with you for this fight. It seems like Sabatello found out and had some very choice words for Mr. Brown. So he actually invited him to step in the cage one day. Does this give you any added motivation to inflict punishment on Danny for bad mouthing the beloved Dale Brown?
Bro, I feel like I got everybody on my back, or everybody helping, or rooting for me to shut this guy up, and yeah, that's just to add a little more. It's also funny to me, I think, because I think Danny really wants to be loved, but nobody loves him, so he's like lashing out at people. You know what I mean? So yeah, no, that's hilarious. I wouldn't say it add like more motivation, but I'm gonna definitely make some people happy.
Appreciate it, man. Good luck Friday.
Thank you.
Santiago?
Hi, Raufeon. Thank you for the time. This is going to be a weekend filled with combat sports, but this main event between you and Sabatello, it's the biggest fight of the weekend, and it's not even close. Are you loving it, Raufeon, that this big title defense of yours is getting the attention that it deserves? I mean, you were a big factor in the whole build-up yourself anyway, so people love you here.
Man, I'm super happy. I feel like this is cool. You know what I mean? For there to be eyes on me. Me to be main event a spot on Bellator. Like that's huge. That's super huge. So yeah, I'm loving it, man. I'm enjoying it.
During your face-to-face with Danny on the MMA Hour, you said to him that he is a knockoff of Colby Covington, and he clearly didn't like that, Raufeon. Did you notice this as well? And why do you think that got a reaction from him?
I think he doesn't like that because there's some truth to it, you know. Like he talks a big game. Unfortunately, he don't show up, I feel like, as well, you know. But their attitudes are kind of the same, you know. I would say I dislike Kobe Covington a little more, but Danny's a close second. You know, he's a pretty good knockoff. He's a pretty good Wish knockoff.
Bellator has announced a co-promotion with Ryzen in Japan. What was your first reaction when you heard this exciting news, Raufeon?
Man, I was jealous, man. I was jealous that I was super excited to because I would love to be a part of that event, you know what I mean, and to travel to Japan. So no, I'm happy for those guys. I'm rooting for the Bellator guys, obviously. And I think it'll be an amazing show. You know, I think that's like super cool, and that's one of the reasons I joined Bellator, because they do events like this. You know, a promotion versus promotion. Everybody wants to see it, so that's pretty cool.
You seem to be in amazing shape. I cannot wait to see you perform again. Good luck on Fight Night, champ.
Thank you, I appreciate it.
Patrick?
Hey, Raufeon, this is Patrick McCoy from Combat Sports UK. How you doing today?
Pretty good, man. How you doing?
I'm doing well. Now, I asked Sabatello this earlier, but after it's all said and done, with all the trash talk and everything that's gone into it, will there be a shake of hands after the fight, no matter the result?
Man, I'm probably not, bro. Probably not. I'm gonna be honest with you, man. I'm probably gonna party on him. That's just the way it is. I feel like some like church music or gospel music has like popped into my stations or whatever, and I'm like, God, you're gonna have to forgive me for this one, because I ain't gonna show no sportsmanlike activities or nothing like that. I just don't like this dude. So yeah, that's kind of what it is.
And slightly different question here. We're entering the festive season, so I want to know, what's your favorite Christmas movie?
Favorite Christmas movie is Friday or next Friday.
That's a good one. Good luck on Friday, man.
Thank you.
Mills?
What's going on, Raufeon? It's MMA Locker Room, part of Puff Sports Radio.
What's up, bro?
Not much, man. Coming off a 10-fight win streak right now. I mean, you already got the gold around your waist. It seems like you're getting the sponsorships and all the, attention that you deserve right now. But do you feel that this is actually going to be one of your hardest opponents based on the way that he fights a relentless wrestling style?
I don't think so. I just think I was like bred to beat wrestlers, you know what I mean? I'm a wrestler myself, you know, and unfortunately his style is like so one-dimensional. All I got to do is watch out for one thing. I'm so well-rounded that I feel like this is going to be one of my easiest opponents, you know. Granted, you know, I know he has a lot to lose, and I know he has a lot to gain by beating me, so it'll be a tough fight in that respect. But stylistically, I just don't see him having the skills to deal with what I'm capable of.
Got it. And another thing, man, it seems like the whole MMA world is paying attention to this fight, this card going on this Friday, even though you got another organization doing another fight promotion on Saturday. So, I mean, how does it feel to be the main headlight of the situation of the world that everybody's talking about? This is the fight they want to see, bigger than Pitbull and McKee. This is the fight made for Bellator. You agree?
Yeah, man, I definitely agree, man. I feel like it's the biggest fight of the year. I feel like we've been waiting forever for it to go down. And I am relishing in the fact that I'm at the forefront of the spotlight. So, yeah, man, bring it on, man. I'm loving it, you know. I'm loving the attention. I love some people call it pressure. I call it like, chips. I'm loving that. I'm ready to put it all on the line, man. I'm ready to give the people a show.
Let's go, Taco Meat.
Let's go.
Thank you, Raufeon, for your time.
No problem.